5th, 2025 edition of WBON TV Live at 5, where every local story starts here. I'm Michael Watkins, filling in for Gwendolyn as we close out this week of February. And on our newscast today, we once again have an update from the state capitol, where one legislator is fighting to lower our state taxes. We also have an update from the Berea Planning and Zoning meeting that took place last night, and more local news, weather, and local sports as well. But first, in our WBON TV lead story, following the fatal shooting of 42-year-old Tommy Risen Monday morning in Berea, city officials appealed to citizens to reject violence and aspire to civility. Mayor Bruce Fraley and Interim City Administrator Sean Sandlin, during the closing of Tuesday's Berea City Council meeting, shared their thoughts on the tragedy. Sandlin said, "To overcome all the division, hatred, and negativity in this world, it's going to take all of us choosing to forgive like crazy and love like crazy to build a better Berea, Madison County, Commonwealth of Kentucky, and United States. And I know that choice can start with me, but my question is, can it start with us?" Mayor Fraley followed up saying, "I feel like I can speak on behalf of our city government as a whole, including everyone here and our staff, in saying that our heart goes out to the family of the citizen who was killed on Baldwin Street last night." Again, this coming from last night's meeting. "I also want to make a statement that violence is not the answer. Anytime there are problems or disagreements, look for other ways other than violence. Violence is not the answer." Fraley also thanked the police department for their work on the investigation and for quickly locating and apprehending the shooting suspect. "To Chief and everyone who was involved in the whole department, thank you." Well, on Monday, Corbin Battalion Chief Jack Parton of the Corbin Fire Department pleaded guilty to a harassment with physical contact charge in connection to an alleged sexual abuse claim from back in August. He also had a sexual abuse charge dismissed with prejudice. An alleged victim of Parton, who remained anonymous, told our media partner LEX18 that she met Jack Parton at the CPS class through the state of Kentucky, which is the Child Passenger Safety Program, in which they certify employees to install car seats, and he was the instructor there. The victim contacted state police about the alleged sexual abuse and harassment, leading to charges against Parton. The end result was the sexual abuse charge being dismissed with prejudice and Parton pleading guilty to the harassment with physical contact. The victim stated she believes there are other victims of Parton's out there who should not be afraid to step forward, even with his official title. Reportedly, Parton was still employed at the Corbin Fire Department as of yesterday. We encourage that if you or anyone you know is experiencing or has experienced sexual abuse, to please call the toll-free line 800-656-4673, or you can visit rainn.org. That's rainn.org. Well, at the Berea Planning Commission and Zoning meeting that took place yesterday, Codes and Planning Administrator Amanda Haney announced that AutoZone has submitted an application to build a new store at the corner of Richmond Road and Glades Road within the city. AutoZone was founded in 1979 and currently has just over 7,100 different locations spread across the U.S., Mexico, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. In the application were to be approved, the store would be built on the lot where the Exodus Driver Training Office is currently located, which opened up in August of 2023. The announcement followed up the request of a zone change hearing for another Richmond Road property currently owned by Berea City Council member and local businessman Jerry Little. Planning and Zoning recommended a change for 599 Richmond Road North, which would designate the entire plot as a B2 major business zone, which is currently owned by Mr. Little and is currently designated within two different zoning classifications. The portion of the building which faces Richmond Road is zoned B2 Business District, while the rest of the building, which stretches back toward Oakwood Drive, is zoned as an R3 multifamily housing. The commission unanimously voted to recommend approval of Little's request, and the petition will now be reviewed by the Berea City Council for a final decision, and the next meeting of the Berea Planning Commission is slated for February 11th. The Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office is investigating a case involving a 13-year-old boy who went missing yesterday afternoon. According to police, the juvenile was reported as missing around 7 p.m. on Tuesday after last being seen at the Broadhead S&M Valero gas station. Reports indicate that the child rode their bicycle to the gas station and it was left there before they were reported as missing. The minor was located safe Wednesday morning. At this time, no further details have been made to the public regarding this investigation. Well, one state legislator is fighting to lower the state tax rate, and that has been the big topic up for debate during the current legislative session in Frankfort. Charles Baglin joins us today from the state capitol with more details on this as the bill moves to the governor's desk.
Kentucky's personal income tax.
And that's what House Bill 1 is all about.
That's Senator Christian McDaniel of Ryland Heights touting a priority measure in Frankfort to drop the individual income tax rate.
And so we stand here today, having made record investment in the public sphere in order to stabilize finances to ensure that this Commonwealth is positioned to be the leader that its people deserve in the 21st century.
House Bill 1 reduces the individual income tax rate from the current 4% down to 3.5%, continuing Kentucky's tax modernization, which began in 2022. The bill made rapid strides in the House before the January break and continued pace today in the Senate chambers. With bipartisan support, the bill passed, but not without hesitation. Senator Cassie Chambers Armstrong of Louisville cautions lowering the state income at a time of economic uncertainty.
We don't know what tariffs, if any, might be coming. We don't know what federal funds, if any, might be going away. We don't know what impact, if any, that's going to have on us here in this state.
The tax rate reduction would become law in 2026. The bill now heads to the governor's desk. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Charles, for that update. Folks, we've got the weather forecast updated and ready for you on the other side of our first commercial break here on Live at 5. Do not go anywhere.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home, and Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information. Well, do you remember how warm, how beautiful it was on Monday? I remember driving down Main Street here with the windows down. That's not been the case the last 2 days, and they have served once again as a reminder that we aren't quite through with winter just yet. As we head into the latter part of the week, Sam Ryan joins us today with a look ahead to closing out the first week of a new month.
Hi there, Michael. Thank you. As we take a look at traffic cam, we've got a lot of clouds out and some of those showers moving through the area. Now, as we head through the overnight, that will pick up a little bit in intensity all the way through our Thursday morning. This wave of low pressure is moving up to the northeast. Now, as we go into the overnight, we have a strengthening mid-level wind or mid-jet that is going to come through. And if we can get some thunderstorms to develop tonight, some of those could be on the feisty side. We're talking a marginal threat, primarily Berea and down towards Mount Vernon, Beattyville, possible of an isolated severe storm. We're talking some small hail and some damaging wind gusts due to that increased mid-level wind that's coming through the overnight. So just be aware of that. But for the most part, we'll just have some rain and showers continuing. Maybe an isolated shower here Thursday. We'll have a little break on Friday before more rain starts to move in on Saturday and into Sunday. And then a lot of unsettled weather next week, and it turns a lot colder as well. So we've got a lot of activity to get through. First, this cold front, or up to the northwest, we'll have those showers kind of coming through. Here we are into the afternoon, and things dry out pretty nicely. But I can't rule out an isolated drip out there into the afternoon and later part of the day. Rainfall amounts could exceed 1.5 inches, so watch out for some isolated flash flooding. We'll see temps falling down into the upper 30s to the north and mid 40s down to the south. Around 63 in Richmond for a high on our Thursday, despite the cloud cover, 66 in Irvine. And again, we'll have decreasing chances of showers heading through the afternoon. Most of it will happen in the morning. A brief cool down Friday, warming back up Saturday with another system moving in. And then it really starts to cool down next week. So we could have some accumulating snow in here sometime on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thanks, Sam. And folks, don't forget, for weather all the time, you can find it online at our website, WBONTV.com. You can also see our extended weather forecast posted onto the WBON TV Facebook page each weekday as well. Well, have you ever wondered what it was like to see how things are done during the meetings that take place in Frankfort? Or maybe you want more information on a certain bill or law that is making its way through the Senate and the current legislative session taking place at the state capitol. Well, local Representative Bill Wesley has been working for the portion of the state that he works for, and today he gave us an update on how we can be locked in with what is taking place at the state capitol.
Hey guys, this is Representative Bill Wesley. I'm for the 91st District. I'm going to give you an update from the 2025 regular session. This session, I'm honored to serve on the VMAP committee as a vice chairman. I'm excited to serve all of our veterans, our military personnel, and all of our first responders. We'll consider dozens of bills as they make their way through the legislative process this year. If you would like to follow along, check out our website at legislature.ky.gov for information on bills, legislative schedules, and committee updates. This website also has a link of live streaming and video archives of all legislative committee meetings and House floor business.
We hope to continue to provide you more updates from Charles Baglin and Keith West as we move forward with the current session that is taking place. Well, a Lexington man is facing a myriad of charges after police say he drove through a security fence and onto a runway at the Bluegrass Airport. 51-year-old Stephen Hockensmith was arrested following police intervention for what an arrest citation states was an unauthorized vehicle on a commercial runway. Officers located Hockensmith's vehicle after he allegedly used the vehicle to strike a parked golf cart located on the campus. Investigators obtained video footage that reportedly depicted Hockensmith repeatedly striking the golf cart, causing damage. Hockensmith's arrest citation states that he traveled across several active runways before coming to a stop by striking the parked golf cart. Police state that Hockensmith told them he had intentionally rammed the airport fence to gain access. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree criminal mischief, second-degree criminal trespassing, and first-degree wanton endangerment. We'll step aside for another commercial break here on Live at 5. When we come back, Tom Gross will join us with today's sports update on Live at 5. The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Hammond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back into this Wednesday edition of WBON TV Live at 5. The Madison Central Lady Indians suffered defeat for the first time in the 2024-25 season last night as they lost on the road to North Laurel. with a recap of that game and another Madison Central versus North Laurel matchup that aired on our network last night. My man Tom Gross joins us with today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Welcome, everyone, to our Wednesday Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report as we recap some of the local basketball games for our teams last night. We'll start with a game that was streamed live here on WBON TV with Madison Central taking on North Laurel at home. Despite another 30-point performance from Jake Feldhaus, the Indians could not stop the Jaguars in a 75-57 defeat. North Laurel built a lead with stellar offense that just couldn't be stopped. After one, the Jags led 24-14, and they never relinquished it. Feldhaus finished with 31 points, 7 rebounds, while Luke Asher added 16 points, 11 rebound, double-double. Other than that, it was a rough night shooting for the home team. They shot just 19 of 55 from the field. That's 34%. The Indians have struggled with consistency as of late, winning just 2 of their last 5 games, and next up is a meeting with Collins on Saturday. It was actually a 2-0 night for North Laurel versus Madison Central as the Lady Indians traveled to London and suffered defeat for the first time this season. The Lady Jaguars had been undefeated themselves before losing their first game over the weekend and entered last night's game not expecting to make it 2 straight losses. Central put 3 players in double figures, led by Natea Strader, 16 points, Brittany Campbell had 14, and Cameron Ridderikoff's 13, but it wasn't enough. The Lady Indians' schedule doesn't get any easier either as they prepare to face 11th region foe Frederick Douglass this Friday night, the same Frederick Douglass team that ended the season for Central in the regional semifinals last year. Well, the Madison Southern bowling team will be in action on Monday in the Bowling State Tournament taking place in Louisville. On Monday, the team joined Michael and Samantha on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show to talk about their incredible run to get to this position in competing for a state title.
Bowling's a really growing sport.
Yeah.
We practice from 4:30 to 6, and it's really hard because if you ever go out there like on a weeknight or a weekend or whatever, it's packed.
Yeah.
So Galaxy helps us out and gives us lanes. Gives us most of everything that we want. They do a good job out there for us. When we play our matches there and we go to here and there, like I said, Montgomery County and places like that. A match consists of, first off, 4-on-4, and we have 4 on one lane, and the other team will have 4 on one lane, and then do the same for another lane, and then you count the top 3, and that counts as points, and that's how we qualified last week. That's how we qualified 7th. And then you play what's called a Baker game. All right, for instance, like one player will bowl the first frame and the 6th frame, so it kind of rotates like that. Like Trevor here, he bowled the first game and the 6 games. Or the first frame and the 6 frames last week, and we go on through there.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah,
it's called a Baker game.
I've never heard of that Baker game before. Now, but Trevor, you talked about it too. So for you guys to kind of be an underdog going into this thing, what were the thoughts among you guys as you all were getting ready to go play this tournament, and what did it feel like whenever you realized, hey, we're going to the state tournament?
Our thoughts going in were mostly do our best and make it to state is what everyone wanted. And then when we found out, we were all excited and we were wanting to win the regionals on the process. But we ended up having a tiebreaker in the end for the final match, and we lost that.
So you finished second. So the top 2 teams, right, go on to the state tournament.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be you all, and will Boyle County be the other team?
No, Montgomery County.
Montgomery County, okay. And then Montgomery County was below one spot. They were 4th. So the 4th and 7th place going on. So in bowling, I mean, is there, in basketball you can watch film, in football you can watch film. How do you prepare in a big tournament like this? How do you prepare, mentally? How do you prepare for going out there and knowing who's bowling which, the 1 and the 6 or the 2 and the...
Because it is a team sport,
exactly.
But yet it's still very individual.
Can you answer that for us? Like, well, what do you all do to prepare other than just going out there and knocking down the pins?
We try to be as versatile as possible in our bowling styles. And so what I mean by that is depending on what oil they put on the lane, your ball will react differently. And so we try to practice different ways of bowling so that we can remain doing our best, no matter how we have to bowl.
For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Tom Gross.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back into this Wednesday edition of the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV. And with it being Wednesday, it's Wanted Wednesday. And this week, the Kentucky State Police is on the lookout for 59-year-old Ann Sloan. Police say Sloan is wanted for arson, wanton endangerment, and fraudulent insurance acts. According to authorities, she is 5 foot 8 inches tall with blue eyes. Her last known address was in Barberville, Kentucky. If you have any information about Sloan's whereabouts, you are asked to contact the Kentucky State Police Post 10 in Harlan at phone number 606-573-3131. That'll do it for us today on this Wednesday edition. So glad to be with you here to wrap up the week. And then I'll be with you on Monday and Tuesday of next week as well on a busy weekend of sports and so much more coming your way as we close out the first week of February. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place here on WBON TV, Live at 5.